Hi everybody, it's Ms. Ford from Palisade Prep, and here's the PowerPoint on Earth Day. Today is April 22nd, 2020. So what is Earth Day? Earth Day is a day to seize all the tools and actions that we have, big and small, to change our lives and change our world, not for one day, but for forever. When is Earth Day? Earth Day is April 22nd every year. And this year, April 22nd, 2020, will mark 50 years of Earth Day. The theme for Earth Day this year is climate action. The enormous challenge, but also the vast opportunities of action on climate change, have distinguished the issue as the most pressing topic for the 50th anniversary. Climate change represents the biggest challenge to the future of humanity and the life support systems that make our world habitable. History of Earth Day. Earth Day was a unified response to an environment in crisis, like oil spills, smog. The rivers were so polluted, they literally caught on fire. So on April 22nd in 1970, 20 million Americans, which is 10% of the US population at the time, took to the streets, college campuses, and hundreds of cities to protest environmental ignorance and demand a new way forward for our planet. The first Earth Day is credited with launching the modern environmental movement and is now recognized as the planet's largest civic event. The first Earth Day in 1970 launched a wave of action, including the passage of landmark environmental laws in the United States. The Clean Act, Clean Air, Clean Water, and Endangered Species Acts were created in response to the first Earth Day in 1970, as well as the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. Many countries soon adopted similar laws. Earth Day continues to hold major international significance. In 2016, the United Nations chose Earth Day as the day when the historic Paris Agreement on climate change was signed into force. Climate action is needed. So all of this information came off of the earthday.org website. Climate action, again, is this year's theme, so it's very important that we are paying attention to how we are affecting our climate. At the end of 2020, nations will be expected to increase their national commitments to the 2015 Paris Agreement on climate change. The time is now for citizens to call for greater global ambition to tackle our climate crisis. Unless every country in the world steps up with urgency and ambition, we are consigning current and future generations to a dangerous future. So every country needs to do their part in order to reduce our climate issues. So what I did for you is, if you go to my YouTube, I created a playlist for you guys. So this is me reading the story of the Lorax. It's a great book by Dr. Seuss. If you guys have ever read it, it's a wonderful, wonderful story about the Lorax, the man who speaks for the trees. And what happened is, in his town, a man came in and started to set up a shop and started to sell product to the people. Of course, this is Dr. Seuss, so everything is rhyming and awesome. So listen to this story. It's about 15 minutes long, and it tells us about what could happen to our planet and our world if we don't pay attention to it and listen to the forest and the trees and the animals. Because we have to live in existence with all that stuff. So listen to the Lorax. This is a link for a website, so you guys can click on it if you want. There's some games about the Lorax that I thought would be fun and interesting to do. The next step is the first two questions. Loving our Earth, obviously, is the most important thing that we need to pay attention to. So number one is, why is it important to appreciate and love our natural world? So take some time and think about that. And number two, how can we use music to help others appreciate and respect our natural world? Music is something that has brought us all together in this time. especially right now in the world with the coronavirus pandemic. Everybody is looking to music, to artists, to lift your spirits, get you out of dark times. And there are plenty of songs that tell us about how we can lift our spirits when we're in a tough situation. Number 3. So now you're going to start your reflective portions. So you're going to right click to open this link. If you right click on it, if you're in slideshow mode, you could also highlight it and put it in your internet browser. You could just tap on it, and if you're on your phone, it will open up. It's Michael Jackson's Earth Song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song about preserving the planet and what you can do and what might happen to the world in the music video if we don't take care of our planet. What could happen? And then you're going to answer these 3 questions. And these are the 3 questions that are now going to resound and repeat as you go through the activity. So number 3 is something you enjoyed musically. Did you like the tone? Did you like the voice? Did you like the sound of it? Did you like the lyrics? Is there a lyric that stood out to you? Is there an image that came to your mind or in the music video that that stuck with you musically? Number 4 is something you learned about our climate from watching the video. And then number 5 is something you think we should tell others. So what is his message? What is the takeaway message, or what is the takeaway theme that this song was trying to convey to its listeners at the time that it was created? Now, I'm very, very, very excited to tell you that these are the lyrics to the song The Glimmer of Hope by a personal friend of mine, Michelle DeAngelis. She is a singer-songwriter. She actually is also from Yonkers, the same like you guys. And she wrote this song when Al Gore was doing his campaign on climate change. So these are the lyrics to the song that she wrote. She wrote the music and the lyrics. So if you, again, if you highlight this link right here and you open it up in YouTube, it'll bring you to Glimmer of Hope, which is her beautiful, beautiful song, a recording of it so you can hear it. So these are the lyrics. Verse 1, the pre-chorus, the chorus, and then verse 2. And the song continues on the next slide. Here's verse 2. Again, the pre-chorus into the chorus, into the bridge, and then it cycles back into the chorus. So those are the lyrics, so you can see them. They're so beautiful. They're so poignant. They're very, very current. And then if you go and you listen to it on YouTube, you can follow along. And then think about it. Does anything come to mind when you think about it, when you listen to it? And then after listening, again, the same 3 questions are now going to be 6, 7, and 8. So 6 is something you enjoyed musically. Again, is it the tone, the voice, the sound, the lyrics, something about the song musically that you enjoyed? Number 7 is something you learned about our climate or other issues that were in the lyrics, something that you didn't know before, or something that just stood out to you because of this, the lyrics or because of the video. And then number 8, something you think we should tell other people. Again, this is the takeaway message. So what was her song trying to tell the world? Or what was the message that she was trying to get across? Or what message would you pass on to somebody if that was the message that you were trying to send? And now it's your turn. So this is 9, 10, and 11. And this is now your turn to do this. So what you're going to do is research another artist, a song, a story, or a poem about climate change. You can Google it, look for it, whatever. Post to the link to the source in the thread in Teams. So tomorrow, I'm going to post your links here, and then you guys can just filter down and post the link to whatever it is. Is it a poem, a song, a story, whatever it is? You're going to just make it a nice long list. And then again, answer the same 3 questions. Something you enjoyed musically, something you learned about our climate, and something we should tell others, or what's the takeaway message that the author wanted you to have. You could also create. If you guys are inclined, you can draw a picture. You can, you guys could write the lyrics to a song. You guys could write out a poem. You guys could tell a story. or you could look up a news article. There are a lot of news articles circling around right now about climate change. So those are your 11 questions. I was getting a lot of questions today throughout the day about how to format. And then once you have your 11 questions, I placed a blank Word document in Microsoft Teams. So you can click that blank Word document and type your 11 answers up. I'm also tomorrow going to post a form. So if it's easier for you to type your answers in the form, whichever way is easier, you can submit that way. And then finally, I'd like you to download the app Flipgrid for tomorrow, because I'm going to give you an assignment I want to see. Flipgrid is a fun, interactive app where we can share and exchange this kind of information. So look out for the assignment for tomorrow, and it will be due by the end of the week. So you'll have a couple of days to get it together for me. So that's what the app looks like. It looks like the plus sign if you're going to download it from the Apple Store, from the App Store, or from the Google Play Store. If you go onto Microsoft Teams, there is a button where you can add it as an app, and then you would just enter in the code and you would see the directions for the assignment. And I'm going to make the assignment right now so that it's ready for tomorrow. So I hope this video was helpful. I had to include, I'm including the subtitles now so that everybody can understand the lessons and things like that. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Earth Day. I hope you enjoyed listening to the book. I hope you enjoyed the sunshine that we had today. And I miss you all, like I always tell you. And have a good night, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.